Hey and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruby and this is my review for Hilda and the Mountain King, an animated feature film from Netflix based on the books. It's coming after the two seasons, or the 26 episodes we've had that have been animated before. And if you're watching this film and you're going, I don't understand what the hell is going on, it's probably because you probably needed to have watched the 26 episodes before. I think you're still going to be able to pick up what's happening, but probably want to watch my review for the seasons before, or read the books, or watch the animated episodes beforehand. So that's kind of the gist. Do leave me a like and subscribe. Let's get into this. After the events of the Stone Forest, Hilda and Baba switch species. With Baba turning into a human and Hilda turning into a troll, Hilda must find a way to get herself back home as a human and prevent the citizens of Trolberg from being invaded by trolls. I was surprised by how heartfelt this movie was, and I guess I kind of forgot that is kind of what the series was, and I'm guessing the books as well. I haven't read the books, but I know a lot of people say that's what kind of grips them. They love the character, but there are heartfelt moments, there are emotional moments that kind of really grip you into the story. And for this feature, I thought, wow, there are moments I was like, oh, that is actually quite touching. And then I remembered the series, and I was like, yeah, no, that is part and parcel for this animated series. The animation itself is great to look at, and if you love Adventure Time, then you have the same sort of style and feel. You have the writer from Adventure Time, or some of the Adventure Time, and so we have that kind of those worlds that looks like that. It's coming into this. That's the type of animation that we've gotten from the series. If you've watched the series, this again is what you get in the feature. And it's quite big. I like the crescendo at the end of where everything is ramping up to eventually where the trolls and the humans, meet up in the head. It was always going to be like that. And whether they're actually going to find, I guess, a common ground where they can coexist. In amongst that, we have Hilda trying to figure out about like what it means to be a troll. And as she is a troll for most of this film, she has to learn what it means to be a troll. She has to have some understanding, and that gives us more, as a viewer, gives us much more understanding of what's actually going on with the trolls, what makes them tick, their history. I really like that part of it. And at the same time, we get to see a lot of what Hilda's mother is going through, like having the loss of a daughter, now looking after this weird substitute for her daughter, but having to care for it as well. And then we also see Baba itself, missing its mother, but now having to live as a human. It's a weird fish out of water for both storylines, which I thought was very clever. It's a unique way to do the fish out of storyline, because normally you just get one side, somebody arrives at a place that they're not used to, and then they've got to figure it out, and you feel for them because it's weird, and if they're not in the place that they're used to, then you kind of want to have that kind of protection zone for them, because they don't know who these people are, what the culture is, what does it mean, how do you survive. And when you have two of those worlds on alternate sides, and they kind of not bad or good, they're just kind of trying to coexist, but they don't really know how to speak to each other or how to deal with that, or the reason why they're even like supposed enemies. Obviously, we have the security force as well that is always kind of driving a wedge between the trolls and the humans, and that doesn't help. But when we get to the climax of where the story was always going to go and what it actually reveals, I thought, wow, that actually makes sense. And again, the emotional impact there for the storyline, I thought, was really well realized. We have really great voice cast that they are not new to being voices in animation. If you have a look on their IMDb page, they have lots. Like, they've been working in this industry. They're veteran voice actors, and you can feel that as they take control of their characters that they're really giving us the subtleties of like voice inflections and the growth or the emotional aspects that you're meant to get it. So when we have this really interesting animation style that's kind of diluted in color in places, but then vibrant in other places, the mix of a really eclectic score with great emotional voice casting, you have something that is, quite frankly, really fun to watch. So when we get those emotional beats, you're there for it. When you get the crescendo of the story, you're there for it. And it just really is a fun story that you care about. It's animation, sure, but I think the vast majority of age demographics will find something to relate to in this. Definitely one the whole family can watch, but if you love this sort of animation style, I think you'll find that there are a few out there that are as good as this, although I think this is like in the top 3 tier of those sort of styles. There's a few others that I can think of. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite of this type of style. I think Infinity Train is one I really loved as well. Adventure Time, not so much the later series, but I enjoyed it when it first started. There are others like it, so let me know your comments down below. What is the best? But on this, it feels wrapped up. I don't know if they're going to do more. I don't even know if there's more books. I've got a feeling that this is the end, which is okay. I know everybody always kind of wants more because they love the world in the series, and they totally could write a separate arc, but for now this feels like it's finished and everybody's kind of in a place that is good, I guess. So let me know your thoughts below. Did this finish like you wanted? If you've read the books, do you think this has done it justice? I hope it does, because it comes across that it's been created lovingly. What was your favorite part? Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.